Hi, we're in Nashville at Beltone Recording. With us today, Brit Taylor and Adam Chaffins. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for having us. All right. Well, this is a brand new song for me. I think it kind of sums up my career maybe a little bit, maybe my life up to this point right so far now. But this will be coming out. This is an October 2024 release, and this is A Little Bit at a Time. Like a storm rolling in on the edge of town, a little bit at a time. I'll get it a little bit at a time. That mountain was never coming down to me. I had to get up and climb. Only one way to the top of that thing, a little bit at a time. I'll get it a little bit at a time. Yeah, some folks, they don't even want a piece if they can have the whole damn pie. For me, I'm fine getting all I need a little bit at a time. I'll get it a little bit at a time. Woo-hoo-hoo. Kind of love is strong enough to make a man lose his mind. Well, come on, baby, go and drive me crazy a little bit at a time. I'll get it a little bit at a time. Yeah, some folks, they don't even want a piece if they can have the whole damn pie. For me, I'm fine getting all I need a little bit at a time. I'll get it a little bit at a time. Sitting on a rock on top of this hill, higher than a Georgia pine, watching that Tennessee sun go down a little bit at a time. Oh, a little bit at a time. Oh, yeah, a little bit at a time. Oh, yeah, a little bit at a time. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Now, I read that, Adam, you were raised on, or you were weaned on 80s, 90s country.
Yeah.
You also studied jazz. How does that affect how you write and how you perform?
Well, in a variety of ways, I suppose. I guess to say I am fortunate that I grew up along what they call Country Music Highway, US 23. And, you know, being a late 80s, 90s kid, you know, that was like peak like country radio time, and I was just so fortunate to grow up and to see, you know, like Marty Stewart all the time touring through, and Billy Ray Cyrus, and like all these legends of you know, the Ricky Skaggs and all these people that I grew up idolizing kind of started just from there. And I think, you know, just the natural progression for me was, you know, it's like, oh, you're going to college, that's what you're going to do. And it seemed like jazz music was the appropriate thing to get to, which all just led me back down to what I do now, which is write country songs mostly, you know.
Brit, you're also from Kentucky.
I am.
How do you feel? It's partly, you know, it's in the middle of America, but how does that affect your music and the way you create it, the way you hear it, the way you want to interpret it?
Yeah, we're both from Appalachia, so we grew up on Route 23, which is a very small highway, a small stretch of highway where you had Loretta Lynn and Ricky Skaggs, Larry Cordell, Billy Ray Cyrus, Patty
There's
Loveless.
so much history there.
I
Wow.
mean, just the list goes on and on and on, and people say there's something in the water, or maybe something in the bourbon. I don't know.
Could be the mercury from all the coal
never
mines.
know.
I don't know.
But there were so many stars on the radio coming from Eastern Kentucky that as a kid that grew up with a family that wasn't musical at all. Sorry, Mom, that you can't sing. But she, being from that area, just made me feel like I had a shot because there were other people like me. And the area just really fosters young talent, like who is going to be the next US 23 star. So I got started at an early age singing in Prestonsburg, Kentucky at the Mountain Arts Center.
Wow.
In a tourist group called the Kentucky Opry, and the Kentucky Opry Junior Pros. It was for kids. I started at 7 years old, and I did that until the day I moved to Nashville.
That's fantastic. And you had your own Grand Ole Opry debut as well.
I did last year. It's incredible. It's kind of crazy to me going from the Kentucky Opry to the Grand Ole Opry, which is the main goal. It's peak, and it was almost like a wedding. Like it just went too fast. It just was here and gone. It's like, wait, did that actually happen? If I didn't have pictures and a video, I would swear it didn't happen. I just dreamed it all up because it was all perfect.
It's surreal, I'm sure.
Yes.
What's the song you're going to perform for us next?
You want to do a duet?
Yeah.
What do you think about a duet? We just released a song that we wrote together. It's funny, we write songs together, we travel and tour together, work out together, hike together. We do everything together. We're always in each other's faces. But
This is true.
But we finally released a song together, and we just kind of wanted to model it after some of our country music heroes. And I like to tell everybody that it's not a reflection of our marriage all the time.
Yeah. Just a snapshot. I like to say it's a song about hillbilly domestic bliss. That's what it really is, you know.
Yeah.
What's the title of the song?
It's called Holding On, Holding Out.
You're just jacking your jaws to hear your own head rattle.
The way you carry on, you're just a burr up in my saddle.
Well, without me, you'd be up shit creek without a paddle.
Well, you're more bark than bite.
You ain't got a dog in this fight. Gonna run off to your mama and tattle.
'Cause I'm holding on.
I'm holding out.
You think you're running the show, but you're just running your mouth. If I'm going down, you're going down too. I'm holding on.
I'm holding out.
Reckon that's what love's about. Baby, there ain't no doubt. I'm holding on.
I'm holding out. Well, I guess we're so poor that you can't pay attention.
Well, I've been busting my ass, so you got a pot to piss in.
Well, the AC's broke and the kitchen sink needs fixing.
I reckon I could get to it if I could get some loving and a kissing. 'Cause I'm holding on.
I'm holding out.
Think you're on the show, but you're just running your mouth. If I'm going down, you're going down too. I'm holding on.
I'm holding out.
Reckon that's what love's about. Baby, there ain't no doubt. I'm holding on.
I'm holding out.
Your boy barked and bite.
Honey, you ain't got a dog in this fight. You're lucky I love you in spite.
But I'm holding on.
I'm holding out. You think you're running the show, but you're just running your mouth. If I'm going down, you're going down too.
I'm holding on.
I'm holding out. I reckon that's what love's about. Baby, there ain't no doubt.
I'm holding on.
I'm holding out. Baby, there ain't no doubt.
I'm holding on.
That was so much fun. Now, what was it all done in jest, or the moment was like, yeah, you know, and here's another thing.
A little bit of both. Yeah,
It just like I started thinking of hillbilly stuff that I've heard my grandparents say. They were kind of like that couple that they'd start bickering, and the more you'd laugh at them, is the harder that they just bicker, and the funnier that the argument would get. And so we just started thinking about that. I remember her saying, "You're just jacking your jaws to hear your head rattle," like just little hillbilly stuff like that. And then I would say something and Adam would just fly right back at me with something. And we laughed the entire time. It was so much fun to write.
You know, I did read a random article. Someone could Google it because I don't know where it came from. But it did say that couples that argue and make fun of themselves live happier lives. So that
Well, we're going to live a long and happy life.
There is some science behind it all.
What's the next song you'll be performing?
I reckon I'll play y'all another new song that ain't been released yet, and hopefully there'll be a dose of this next year with some more new music coming out. I think the best way to preface this song, I got a text message from a good friend of ours. We write a lot of songs with Adam Wright, and Adam said, "Hey man, did you grow up in a trailer?" And I said, "Oh, I did. I grew up in a double wide." And then he sent me back a little voice memo that had kind of the renderings of this love song, as it were, that is called Trailer Trash. Trailer trash. Would you wanna get taken out by trailer trash? Soon as I get my check, I'll have some cash to take you anywhere that you want. What would your daddy say if I came to pick you up this Saturday? Would he just take one quick look my way and tell you, girl, that boy's all wrong, but underneath that double wide siding there's a heart of gold that's beating, and I'm inviting you inside of it. This trailer trash knows a treasure when he sees it. Juliet, just like Romeo and Juliet, love's a puzzle and we fit, I bet. And there's something you should know, that underneath that double wide siding there's a heart of gold that's beating, and I'm inviting you inside of it, 'cause this trailer trash knows a treasure when he sees it. Trailer trash. Could you love this trailer trash? A heart of gold with love meant to last. Well, guess there's something you should know, that underneath that double wide siding there's a heart of gold that's beating, and if you spend one night inside of it, oh, this trailer trash is a treasure and you see it. trailer trash. This trailer trash.
Wow.
Trash.
That's incredible. It's like you think just by the title you should be like a Weird Al song or something, and it's just like, wow, this really kind of 50s, 60s nostalgic ballad, and it's
Yeah.
it pulls at your heartstrings,
Yes.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think it is a heart puller.
Yeah, it's a very sentimental ballad.
Yeah,
I think
And
it
it's very
means
catchy.
more than what it says too.
I do,
I
too.
just
I
feel
think-
like any little boy growing up, in a trailer that, the people just say things and
Yeah.
that are just plain wrong. It just doesn't
Yeah.
matter where you grow up and what you have when you're growing up. That
Absolutely.
does not define what kind of person you are. And I feel
boy
like
or
that-
girl. I feel like
that
I feel like
song it says that.
it crosses it, and I feel like there's a lot of where we grew up, especially I think it just speaks to a lot of different people in our country and our country currently.
Yeah.
Perhaps so. Yeah.
It's true.
Those don't come along every day. A song like Trailer Trash. I don't.
No, I
yeah.
love
Sometimes they just.
Well, it's a label. It's
Yeah.
it's a label, and it speaks more about the people who are saying it than the people who are from there.
Yeah. That's a cool perspective.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all children of the circumstances,
Yeah,
and it's other people who label us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, labels are what we're. Yeah, it's what we're all in this mess anyway. Around.
Yeah. Brit, what song would you like to perform next?
I'm going to do one of the last tracks on my record. I made a record with Sturgill Simpson and David Ferguson, and this song is one of the last ones on there, but it's just one of my favorites. And I think, I don't know if anybody listens to full records anymore, or if anybody's made it to the song yet on the record. And I just love it so much, and I think that it's a song that the world needs right now.
Great. What's the title?
It's called The Best We Can Do Is Love.
Highly recommend you all listen to the full album version of this.
Absolutely.
Kentucky Blue, because there's a lot of cool stuff happening on it.
Yeah, they did a great job. Lots of cool players on that one. Can't tell the flowers the hour to bloom. Can't tell the sky when it ought to be blue. The birds will sing whether you want them to or not, like they have since the beginning. Seasons come, seasons will go. Oceans will rise and the rivers will flow. Thunder and lightning, all the wind's gonna blow sometimes. Oh, it feels like there's no winning. This old world can be so hard to take. These old blues can be so hard to shake. But I've been told when the going gets tough, the best we can do is love. It ain't always easy to understand. You'll need somebody to hold your hand, who cares about you, listens to all your plans and dreams. And you just keep on dreaming. This whole world can be so hard to take. These old blues can be so hard to shake. But I've been told when the going gets tough, the best we can do is love. Ooh.
can do is love.
Wow, another beautiful song.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brit. Is there one last song you'd like to perform together?
This song is inspired by my grandparents' love story. Even if it doesn't sound like much of a love story, they're kind of crazy, and Papa liked to do a bit of drinking in his younger days, and my mama was always hunting him down.
Oh, wow.
So that is what this song is about.
Bottom of a 40-rod jug is what's gonna hurt your head. You just wait until you get back home, 'cause you ain't seen nothing yet. There's a lot of numbers in Rockcastle County, and every one of them's been rung. I know damn well what you're out there doing, just don't know where you're getting it done. St. Anthony, won't you please hear my prayer? My baby tied on whiskey wings flew off to God knows where. St. Anthony, say nothing lost and found. If you can just find him and get him on home, by God, I'll do the straightening out. By God, I'm gonna straighten him out. While you're out swarping and carrying on, wilder than a 10-point bud, I'm home madder than an old wet hen, pissed off and ruffled up. Probably just Jimmy, Ines, or Clyde, better damn not be her. You'll be begging you were back in that Whitesburg jail if I get a hold of you first. St. Anthony, won't you please hear my prayer? My baby tied on whiskey wings flew off to God knows where. St. Anthony, say nothing lost and found. If you can just find him and get him on home, by God, I'll do the straightening out. By God, I'm gonna straighten him out. St. Anthony, won't you please hear my prayer? My baby tied on whiskey wings flew off to God knows where. St. Anthony, say nothing lost and found. If you can just find him and get him on home, by God, I'll do the straightening out. By God, I'm gonna straighten him out. St.
Woo! Brit Taylor, Adam Chaffins, thank you so much. I feel like you just took me on like a musical journey through your family, through Appalachia. It's like, wow.
Awesome, man.
It's like
Thank
the
you.
best Disney ride ever.
Oh, man,
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This was so
Best
much
hillbilly
fun.
ride you've ever been on.
Yeah, man. We didn't have to go to Walmart either.